Hello students, welcome in today's tutorial, and today we are going to talk about ISO formula, which will definitely help you to perform excellently well in all the examinations. I always believe your academic success depends upon your memory power. Agree? Now, what is memory? I am going to divide the entire concept of memory into three parts. The first one is input, information collected. The second one is storage, information stored, and the third one is output, information recalled. So what is ISO? Input, storage, and output. And combination of all these three things means a successful memory. Now you must be thinking which one is the most important, and according to me all these three things are equally important. Now the problem with majority of the students is they focus too much on input. You listen to your school teachers, that is what? That is input. You listen to your class teachers, you read your textbook, you read your class notes, you read your ready-made question answer sets. Lot of input and input. But the problem is there is no practice of output. Let me ask you this question, what is exam all about? According to me, exam is all about output. Exam is all about your recall. What you have to do there in the examination hall for 3 hours? You have to recall the information and you have to write it. Recall and write. Recall and write. Now your quality of recall depends upon the quality of storage. Agree? Now, if you really want to learn the art and science of how to store the information so systematically, then don't miss our upcoming session on Become a Study Champion. Join our VIP Smart Student Facebook community. The link is given in the description. Attend the session and learn very powerful memory techniques to store the information so that you will have smooth and guaranteed recall. Because students, if you really have too much of input without no practice of storage and output, I call this incomplete learning. It is just a tip of iceberg. It is just 1/10. The 9/10 of the iceberg is below the water, and that is your storage and your output. And that is called complete learning. Input, storage, and output. I call this is complete learning. So remember this quote. For complete learning, you have to focus more on storage and output also along with the input. Now, once you memorize the answer, then do one thing. Close your eyes and try to recall the information. Train your brain to recall the information, because exam is all about recall. It's just a small trick, but it will surely give you an advantage to score at least 5 to 10% marks extra in every examination. So once again, the ISO formula, I for input, you must ensure the quality of input is really high. While studying, you should have 100% focus and you should have undivided attention. I have seen most of the students, they are studying and the mobile phone rings, and most of them, they attend it, and you kill your momentum because of that, and that affects your quality of input. Right? So don't try to be multitasking, try to be single tasking. While studying, switch off your mobile phone, switch off the television, and keep yourself away from all the possible distractions. So I for input, S for storage, learn the memory techniques, and O for output, close your eyes and train your brain to recall the information. So along with input, please practice storage and output also for excellent results. So finally, I would like to suggest to students, if you put X amount of time on input, then put at least 5x amount of time on storage and output. Apply this ISO formula in your studies from today onwards, and I guarantee you students will pass your every exam with flying colors, and you will emerge as your best in all your tests. I, Sunil Sawant, wish you all the best.